Hi everybody, welcome back to my design team project featuring Prima Christmas in the Country collection. It is a design team project for Country Craft Creations, and we are making a mini album, and it's over here. I'm handling it a little gently because there's actually some pieces in here that are still drying that we just finished from the last video. Which I will have posted yesterday or the day before, but I'm just continuing on to record on the same day. So let me just see how we're doing with that, because I don't want to... Looks like it's doing it right. So this is the cover so far, and we've done, and I did off camera, but I did explain it to you. These are just 1-inch strips. These are not going to be terribly visible when they're done, so you don't need to fuss too much. And we're going to put this piece on top so you can see that there's not a lot of it showing. So I'm going to set this aside to continue drying. And put that there. All right, so this piece is 5.5 by 8. It's just a piece of chipboard that's 5.5 by 8, and I wrapped it in the same way we do our covers, in the same linen artisan cardstock. And I am going to, it's bowing a little and I'm not sure why, but we're going to glue it down so it'll be fine. And what I'm going to do is put score tape on the back. And where's my little ruler? Okay. So we've gone ahead and burnished this, or taped it, and now I'm burnishing it. Okay. And now we're going to turn it over, and it's bowing a little bit, I guess, from the glue, but once it's taped down, it'll be fine. And what we're going to do, I want you to take, straightening this tape out. I want you to take some score tape, and the wider you have, the better. Up to, you could go as high as 1 inch. Unfortunately, the widest I have is 3/8, so that is what I am using. And I want you to put it right on the front. I want you to do this very neatly, all the way around the edge. Okay, and I am going to use scissors for this, and I would like you to use scissors as well, because you want this to be neat. Okay, and I will show you why in a minute. And I also want you to, like, if you only have a 1/4 inch, use a 1/4 inch. Okay. It would be better if you did not, I think, put 2 side by side. Just use what you have. However wide you have, it'll work. Whoops, I almost ripped that. I don't want to rip it, I want to cut it. Okay, and you don't want any gaps. Okay, put your tape right up against the previous piece of tape. Go all the way along the edge and cut. If it overlaps slightly, it's better than having it underlap. And see, I'm a little off the edge right there. I should have done better with that. Okay. All right, now we've got that down, and let's burnish it really well. Okay, now I am going to grab something and be right back. Okay. Piece of newspaper or something else if you want to. I'm just going to open this up. It's the, what have I got here? The travel section from the New York Times. Okay. I've been hiding a secret from you. I am going to, with this project, work with glitter. And I'm terribly sorry. I know this means we're going to have glitter all over our homes, all over our persons, in our hair, and everything else for the rest of our natural lives. However, it's going to look great. I learned how to do this from watching a video by Frank Garcia a few years ago, and I made another cover using this technique, which, if I think about it, I will grab and show you or put a picture up. All right, I'm just going to take the tape off, or the back of the tape off, I should say. There we go. And I realized that using the newspaper is futile, that I'm still going to have glitter everywhere, but can't be helped. Whoops, see, I just botched that tape right there. I'm going to fix it, because otherwise I will have a gap in my glitter, which we do not want. Now, okay, I don't want to do this without breaking my nail, if at all possible. There we go. And we want, this is a, I think it's a bead board, a glitter board from Recollections. This part opens and you can dump the glitter back into your container. If you don't have one, you can use a paper plate. And look at this, I hadn't even opened the glitter and I have glitter over here. Obviously it's coming off the outside of this container. And then you're just going to dump your glitter on your tape. And look how amazing that looks. It is worth getting glitter all over your life. Just getting a little along that edge. All right, and you could have done the edge if you wanted, but I think that's enough. And I'm just giving it a good tap to get as much of the loose glitter off as I can, which again is a futile effort, I realize. And I can see I've got some here on my newspaper, and that's why I got the newspaper out in case I needed to. You know, I figured I was going to miss the tray. All right, so now I need to get this out. Hang on. Let me get. All right. Okay. Whoop. Okay. I dropped that somewhere. I'll find that in a minute. Okay. And now we are going to attempt to put the glitter back into the container, which is okay. And seal that up. And I am not even going to attempt to rescue the rest of that glitter because I know that odds are good I wouldn't be able to, and I'll have glitter everywhere anyway. Okay, so I'm going to set aside this piece, and I'm going to get rid of this. Look, I've got glitter on my tape. It's going to be glitter everywhere. I have glitter on my tool. It's Christmas. We need to do glitter. I hope nobody wanted to read that article. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go dispose of the glitter. Okay, I'm back. I was going to say I've cleaned up the glitter, but there's no cleaning up glitter. Okay. And some of the loose glitter from this is going to come off on your hands, etc. for a while. But once it's settled, like once you're done, it really does stick to the score tape. It just, like I said, you'll have some of the loose stuff. All right, this one does not want to come off. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and get the backing off of all of this. Okay, and what we want to do is center this on the cover. I'm going to stand up side to side and top to bottom. And you want it pretty straight. That's too far down. Hang on. That's too far up. That's pretty good, I think. All right. And then you want to give it a good press. Obviously, you don't want to rub that glitter. Like I said, it's gonna come off. Some of the glitter that's on the top is gonna come off, but after a while that settles down, and then it won't shed glitter forever. Yep, never gonna come off. At least not my hands. You know how glitter is. And I don't have a brush handy, but I'll get a soft brush later and just brush that and my surface and try and get rid of some of this glitter. This is doing. That seems like it's pretty good. I was just waiting for that to dry. And I don't have anything on the back yet, so I still need to do that. And so what we're going to do here on the front is we're going to layer a number of pieces of pattern paper on top of this glitter paper, and then we're going to add flowers and maybe chipboards and maybe some other embellishments. So let me go ahead and grab some other pattern papers and decide what to do. So maybe do that, or and then that, and then maybe something on top of that even. Okay, that's where we're going to start. Okay, so let me get my ruler. All right, so I need to cut a piece 4 3/4. And again, this may vary depending on how wide you made your glitter band, but you can always overlap the glitter if you want. So 4 3/4 by 7 1/4. Okay. And then we need to decide if we want to put this flat, which I think we do. I was wondering if I wanted to put that up on foam tape, but I think we'll put that one flat. Okay, and then I want one, let's do 4 1/4. 4 1/4 by 8 by 6 3/4. Okay, like that. And we'll ink these so you can see the difference between them. And then, what do we want to put on top of that? Let's put these down and then we'll decide. Sorry, I just realized I didn't have my mic on again. Okay, so let's put these down. Hopefully you could hear me. We'll get these inked and glued down, and then we'll decide what else we're going to put. And again, I am using my Vintage Photo Distress Oxide from Ranger. I mentioned the paper is Christmas in the Country by Frank Garcia for Prima, and it is from Country Craft Creations, as are most of the other supplies. The cardstocks I'm using are the Artisan cardstock, except for the pink, which was from my stash, but the burgundy and the linen color are the Artisan, which is my favorite. I think I will stack these first and then put them on the book. Okay. These are directional prints. Make sure you get them down right side up. Even, I mean, most of it's not visible, but even just a little bit, if it's upside down, somebody will probably notice it. Oh, I think I got that a little crooked, but that's all right. Okay. And then this is going to go here. Did I ink it? I did. Just checking to make sure I didn't forget to ink it. Straight, okay. Trying to be careful not to rub too much of that glitter. Okay. Now we want to put something here. And we want it to be how big? Let's see, that's 4 1/4, so 3 3/4 by 6 1/4. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking maybe that up on, oh, I gotta cut it smaller though. That's definitely too big. Maybe up on some foam tape, or I'm thinking, I wonder if we have one of these cards that we would like to use. Well, my goodness, I'm dropping everything today. these. Let me pull this off. That's pretty cool. Let's see. And we have the deer, but the deer is like right inside facing front, so I think we probably don't want it on the cover. And here, I'd have to cut it down a little. It's definitely too big. And I'm starting to feel like maybe I do want just a teeny sliver of this. Okay, so let's do this first. And let me double check on the size, because I cut this one and it's definitely not, it's definitely too big. All right, so let's measure this again. Got that 6.5 or 6. It's good. 6 1/4. Let's say 6 1/4 by 3 1/2. Let's try that. 6 1/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, that's definitely too small, I think. Actually, I kind of like it side to side. I need it a little shorter though. Let's make it 6. All right, if I go with that, whoops. All right, so if I go with this, I think it's going to eliminate the possibility of using that journaling card. So this is 3 1/2 by 6. And I want to mostly cover that up. I only want a sliver of it showing. I could probably do it. Okay, let me take this off. Set this aside for the moment. All right, so this is 4, so I need to cut it down to, what did I say that was? 3 1/2. Like, I just want the tiniest bit of this showing. Cut it down to 3 3/8. 3 1/4. Cut it to 3 1/4, and this is 6 to 5 3/4. 3 1/4 by 5 3/4. All right, I left this one a little wide because if I cut it any narrower, I was going to cut all of the pattern off. So that's a possibility. You know what? Let's go with Santa. No bones about the fact this is a Christmas album. Whoops, hang on. Forgot to ink it. And I think we might want to round those corners too. Just, well, no, because nothing else on the cover is rounded. I don't even know how much of this is going to show in the end, because I don't know what we're going to do for the way of flowers and other embellishments. Okay. Might want to add some Wink of Stella to that. Not like we don't have enough glitter on the cover already. Well, I don't see it. I don't know what I did with it. Okay, so we're saved. If I find it, we might do it. So, what I'd like to do with this, let's bring this back over, is raise this up a little bit. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of foam tape, but my only other choice would be to use chipboard, which I would have to paint because it would be visible, most likely. All right, let's use the foam tape. All right, let's see. And what I am going to do, hang on, this aside again, because I don't trust the foam tape to actually stay stuck for any length of time. Oops. Is I'm going to use art glitter glue. Okay. Oops. And you don't want to put this foam tape right up against the edge. That. Okay. Okay, there we go. Get these stuck down really well. Okay. For my tape, my pin rather, there it is. Okay, now let us, whoa, cheapers. I was just going to say, let's very carefully center that, and then I dropped it. Okay. There we go. Looking good. Ooh, I think it's a little bit far to the right, but you know what, that's fine because there's probably going to be lots of flowers and things, so that'll be fine. Okay. Clean up a few things. Oh, there's glitter everywhere. Just apologizing, I'm so sorry. You're going to have glitter all over your craft room. Maybe do that outside, you know, except it's the middle of the night here. I'm not going outside. It's Florida. I'll either be eaten by bugs or whatever. Okay. I think that is so pretty, and we still have so much embellishing to do. However, I think before we do any more embellishing, we need to decide on the back. And I thought I might piece something for the back, but I have plenty of large pieces that I can use. And I'm going to use this for my, I'm going to use one of the usual little bulldog clip closure that I like to do for this. Find the end. There it is. Let's see, I need a piece for the back. Let's see. Same width as this. So 6 3/8, give or take. 6 3/8 by 8 3/4. Okay, I'm going to attach my piece of ribbon. It's seam binding. I always call it ribbon, but it's seam binding. Hang on. Just grab my tape here. There it is. I know I do this same closure all the time, but it's just, I like it. It works well. It's easy to do. Well, it'd be easier to do if I hadn't just botched up that piece of tape. And it's unobtrusive. I don't know. I just like it. So let's see. We're just going to put this right about there. Okay. Just pressing that down well. There, and I'm going to leave myself a nice long tail, way longer than I need, because I can't put it back. I can cut it off if it's too much, but I can't put it back. All right, and let's go ahead and ink this. Reasonably straight. Okay, that looks good. All right, there we go. All right, there is that. Now, let us think about, now this is going to have a lot of stuff added to it that we haven't made yet. So I think I may wait on my cover embellishments until we make those. We still need to make side pocket inserts, we need to make tags, we need to make some paper clips. We have quite a bit yet to do. I'm really anxious to do the cover though. Let me grab some things. Let's see. Okay, so I have chipboards. I have crystals. I have these crystals, and then I have some little clear ones here. And I have flowers, lots and lots of flowers. I have little ones, and then I have these little snowflake charms. I have all these. I have these wreaths. I really would like to use those. I had these in my stash. I don't think they're technically Christmas. I don't know, maybe they are. They look like poppies, but I like them. These, we use some of these inside. And then I have these little light bulbs, and one of them says believe. Might use that. These are also Prima junkyard findings. Had them for a while, but I think you can still get them. Let me pull out the one that says believe. So we have that, which is awesome. We might use that. And I really would like to use one of these little wreaths. Maybe on the bottom. Don't know. On the top. I think if we use it, it's going to have to be on the bottom because we don't want to cover up that. Well, we could cover up that. No rule says we can't. All right, get those out of the way. Love these. They're huge, but I love them. Don't know if we want to use both of them though, because they are really, really large. I'm just playing here. Think about this. Okay, so I took a picture of everything I had here that I've now taken off, so have no fear, it's not gone forever. But I realized when I had gone to take a break and think about that this video had gotten really, really long. So I'm going to end it here, and then I'll come back and we'll finish the cover and then keep going on, okay? All right, so thank you so much for watching this design team project for Country Craft Creations. I hope you're enjoying it. The paper is Christmas in the Country by Prima, and you can get everything at Country Craft Creations, as I mentioned. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. I would really appreciate it. And if you have already subscribed, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next video. And I will see you very soon with the rest of this cover and with the rest of the album. It'll probably be a couple more episodes because we still have lots of things to do on the inside. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.